Have you ever looked at the weather forecast, grabbed an umbrella, and then spent the whole day under bright sunshine? Or trusted the sunny forecast, stepped outside, and got completely soaked 5 minutes later? It happens to almost everyone. So here's the big question. If weather changes so much, how do scientists predict it? Is it just a lucky guess? Or is there something much smarter happening behind the scenes? The answer is mathematics. Yes, the same subject that many of us tried to escape in school is actually one of the biggest reasons we know whether tomorrow might bring sunshine, rain, or even a storm. Think about it like this. Imagine you're throwing a paper airplane. If you know how hard you throw it, the direction, and how strong the wind is, you can roughly guess where it will land. Weather works in a similar way, but instead of one paper airplane, scientists are tracking billions of tiny movements happening in the atmosphere every second. They collect information from weather stations, satellites, airplanes, ships, and balloons. These tools measure temperature, air pressure, humidity, wind speed, and many other things. But collecting data is only the first step. Here's where math becomes the real superhero. Powerful equations describe how air moves, how clouds form, how heat travels, and how water changes from liquid to vapor and back again. Computers solve these equations millions of times every second, creating models that simulate what the atmosphere might do over the next few hours or days. Now, here's something really interesting. Scientists don't just run one prediction. They often run the same forecast many times with tiny changes in the starting data. It's almost like asking 50 friends the same question and comparing their answers. If most of them agree, confidence in the forecast becomes much higher. If they all disagree, well, even the weather seems confused. That's why sometimes a forecast says there's a 70% chance of rain. It doesn't mean rain will fall on exactly 70% of your body. It simply means that, based on many mathematical simulations and similar past situations, rain is quite likely in your area. But if computers are so powerful, why are forecasts still wrong sometimes? Because weather is incredibly sensitive. A tiny difference today can become a huge difference a few days later. Imagine balancing a pencil on your finger. Move your hand just a tiny bit, and after a few seconds, the pencil falls in a completely different direction. Weather behaves in a similar way. This idea is known as the butterfly effect, where even very small changes can lead to very different outcomes over time. That's why tomorrow's forecast is usually quite accurate, but predicting the exact weather a month from now is much harder. And, let's be honest, weather has its own personality. Sometimes it feels like clouds wake up in the morning and say, "Let's surprise everyone today." Thankfully, mathematics is always working hard to reduce those surprises. The next time you check your weather app before planning a picnic, remember that behind that tiny sun or cloud icon are satellites flying through space, supercomputers solving millions of equations, and mathematicians helping us understand one of nature's most complicated puzzles. So yes, weather prediction isn't magic. It isn't guessing. It's mathematics, science, and technology working together to give us the best possible picture of tomorrow. And who knows? The next time someone says, "Math is useless," you can simply smile and ask, "Then how did you know to carry that umbrella today?" If you enjoyed learning how numbers can predict the sky, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video. There's a whole world of amazing science hiding in everyday life, and we'll uncover it together in the next video.